This time on Peterbilt, we teach old dog new tricks.
Call me an old dog.
Hey, meet my dad.
Hey.
So this is his Peterbilt. Tell him about it.
389, top of the line, baby. Lime green. It has all the bells and whistles.
Really? That's lime green?
Yep, that's lime green.
I would have never guessed. Huh. Interesting.
Like my girlfriend said, it's green.
So it's a 2020.
Yep.
It's got a Cummins. What size Cummins?
Oh, it's a 565 horsepower. It's the high torque, the 2,100 foot-pounds of torque.
Nice.
And
I drove it the other day. She's stout. You can give her the onions.
Yeah, she'll climb a hill.
Oh yeah. So 18 speed, all decked out. You ordered this thing and got it exactly the way you wanted it.
Well, pretty much.
Pretty much. Cool.
You know, if I had it to do over again, I'd do a few things different. I mean, I ordered it with all the features and options that you would want. You know, all the extra sound insulation, thermal insulation. I got the axles locked, not the diff lock, but where it locks both sides of each axle in. That proved to be really, really good in the snow.
And you got it set up to where you can pretty much do anything with it. You could.
Oh yeah.
Heavy haul. I mean, he does household goods, so it's, you know, pretty light. So this truck lives a pretty easy life. Today we are going to, what are we going to do?
Oh, we're going to put a new light kit on the back end of it.
New light kit. We got a nice stainless steel panel with LED lights in it that's going to bolt up underneath the rear frame rails. We're going to replace the mud flap hangers. They got lights, so we're going to light up the back of this thing.
Don't forget about the mud flaps.
And the mud flaps. So
stainless steel mud flaps.
Yep. So unfortunately it's on the back of the truck and it's going to be covered by the trailer most of the time, but he's going to look pretty sweet when he's bobtailing. We're going to get to work. Let's do it.
All right. All right, did you get that on film where we just crack these nuts by hand?
Yeah.
Didn't have to use any tools.
They're not really gonna know. All right, out with the old, in with the new. Garbage. Basically what we're doing, we unplugged the lights and we're trying to figure out, you know, which lights are what. So I just used a power probe, figured out which wire is ground, which you can't do with a test light, and just kind of mapping out. And unfortunately, we were wanting to do some of the lights turn signal only, and the other lights just tail and brake. Well, the mud flap lights we were wanting to do tail and turn, and the center lights we wanted to do tail and brake. Unfortunately, we only have one wire coming back for each side, so they all have to be stop, tail, and turn. Because we're not going to run a whole nother wire just to bypass the brake light for the turn signal. So unfortunately that's what we have to deal with, but we'll deal with it. All right, moving on. Now we got to get these holes ringed out so we can get the new mud flap brackets on, and then undo these, get the center light mounted up, and then wire everything, and we're good to go.
Okay. Now, what are these holes for?
It's a good question. I have no idea.
They're on the bottom. They're square. Like they're...
Could it be for an add-on, or?
Could be for an add-on, but I'm thinking they just made them square. I think they're drainage for any moisture water that gets in there.
I see.
But I don't know that. I'm just thinking that. All right, so what do we want to do? These are hokey.
Tell them what you found.
We found some wires that are just hooked together with these little wire ties, these little, like you do in a house. And they're not going to keep any water or moisture or anything like that out, so that doesn't work very good.
Well, the other thing is that box is not a sealed box, so water will get in there.
That's right. But you know, I've got a fix for this. I have a fix for this that might be pretty good. I'll be right back. The fix is in my trailer.
What is it?
Well, it's a connector, like a quick connect, where you just push the wire in.
Oh.
And it's designed for either solid or stranded wire. And then, yeah, it's got some holes in it where you push this in, but you could seal that. We could seal that with some.
Well, I say you go buy the butt connectors that we got from the store.
Use the butt connectors for these, because you got 3 wires here.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's what we're gonna do. It'll work. Let me get in there. What we are going to do is we're going to use some heat shrink and some butt connectors. We're going to get it fixed well. So we have these Builder series, which usually it's hard to find these, but it's just the metal butt connector with a little piece of heat shrink tubing. But we are also going to add some extra heat shrink tubing because
let me go get you
the pieces that they put in here, if I can get some. See, it's a little just little collar, and then, you know, not much heat shrink tube, just little tiny bit. So I'm at least going to get this crimped onto one end. I'm going to get that in there. I'm going to get a real good crimp on it. See, that's an awesome crimp. That is pretty satisfying. Damn, son. Welcome to Peterbilt Chrome Shop.
Yeah.
Lights. Everything's wired up. It all works. It's good to go. Pretty snazzy. Put some shine on it. Anyways, we got a little bit of cleaning up to do, tidying up to do, but that's pretty much the end of that. We didn't really explain a lot. We just kind of got into it, so.
It's pretty self-explanatory. Just a matter of wiring it up.
And making sure you got a power probe. Got to have that.
Or a $10 VOM from Harbor Freight. One or the other.
Wow.
That hurt, didn't it?
Little. Look at them lights.